Tonight, planning a trip out of the cold during the pandemic, what you need to be aware of before jetting off to warmer air.
And piecing it all back together, how a teen is helping a Minnesota community heal after tragedy last week.
Plus, the worst is yet to come. Why a top infectious disease expert says the pandemic could be heading in the wrong direction.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Baki.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us tonight. These wind chills have taken their toll on many Northlanders.
So much so that some may be considering booking trips to a warmer destination. CBS3's Emma Quinn shares what medical professionals and travel agents want you to know before booking your trip during the pandemic.
With colder temperatures in the Northland, many may be thinking of a warm weather vacation destination for this coming spring break.
It's more the warmer tropical destinations like the Arizona, Florida for sure, Key West, things like that.
But medical professionals, including those at the CDC, want you to think twice before packing your bags.
But really the recommendation is that it continues to be not safe to travel because of COVID, and that people should not travel.
If you do choose to travel, medical and travel experts say there are a few things you need to know, especially if traveling internationally.
And really that comes down to the fact that they need to have a negative COVID test prior to departure for most of these destinations. But the biggest thing is that when they come back, they also need to have a negative COVID test.
Along with a COVID test, medical officials are urging travelers to be even more diligent about COVID safety guidelines.
Really, all of the masking and sanitation and distancing needs to still be in effect.
Travel agents add, if you previously booked a trip and need to cancel, there are ways to do so without losing all your money.
So the closest that we can get to really covering all of those sort of nuances would be to have a cancel for any reason travel insurance.
Agents also recommend checking with your airline's cancellation policy, as many have changed since the start of the pandemic.
Johnson says the CDC is having conversations about whether you will need proof of a COVID vaccine to travel in the future, but says right now you don't.
A Minnesota expert is forecasting a dark 14 weeks ahead in the pandemic. Michael Osterholm is an epidemiologist and infectious disease expert at the University of Minnesota. He was also a member of President Joe Biden's Transition Advisory Board on COVID-19. Today, in an interview on CBS This Morning, he said the new COVID-19 variants could mean that the worst of the pandemic has yet to hit the U.S. Osterholm said the nation is in a race between the variants and the vaccine.
If I had to put my money right now on saving the most lives, keeping our hospitals open, operating as best they can, I would put all my vaccine in 65 years and older. And I know teachers may not want to hear that, but I think that's the right message.
The CDC issued new opening guidance for schools Friday. Osterholm says he expects schools to be able to safely operate under that advice, but expects that the COVID variants may force schools to change plans over the next few months.
A local radio station is asking for your help to bring smiles to our seniors. Throughout this month, Life 97.3 is encouraging others to make notes or cards with fun stories, drawings, or motivating words. The Notes of Hope initiative expects these letters will bring a bit of joy and happiness to those at assisted living centers. The station will hand out the notes to residents in centers around the Northland. You can drop them off at the Life 97.3 Ministry Center in Duluth.
All right, let's get a quick look at the weather now. Dave, you've still got that wind chill advisory thing on your monitor there. I thought it'd be gone by now, but here we are, another week, another wind chill advisory.
Well, we crept towards a return to normal today when Duluth nudged up to 2 above for the high temp after a start around 24 below. And it's going to be cold again tomorrow morning with air temps going 15 below by the lake to 30 below or so farther inland, and with winds going towards 15 miles per hour. Yeah, one last night here. The entire region is covered by a wind chill advisory. So pick your poison this time of year. Would you rather have this bitter cold or a lot of snow like a lot of people are having down to our south and towards our east? There's that monster snowstorm that rolled out of Texas. Now it's affecting the Ohio Valley and could bring a foot of snow to Chicago. So again, a foot of snow or 30 below, which way do we want to go? Well, it's the cold way we are going, at least tomorrow morning. But then by tomorrow afternoon, there we go. We dare to strike 8 above 0. And if we keep on rolling at that rate, We could be into the 20s by the weekend and maybe even cracking 30 above by Monday. Will that induce any snow? I'll show you the 7-day forecast and show you a pair of days where we could get a little coming up in just a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. Wisconsin's governor will lay out his full budget plan tomorrow night. Governor Tony Evers will discuss his ideas at 7 p.m. The budget covers the next 2 years. It includes things like pandemic recovery funding, child and long-term care support, rural initiatives, improvements for mental health care, and dropping prescription drug prices. The governor is also expected to announce a plan to legalize and tax marijuana as a way to increase revenue. The Republican-controlled legislature will also draft a budget and vote on that later this year.
Wisconsin police are asking for help locating a missing 22-year-old man. Ben Jacobson from Barron County was last seen February 8th. He did not show up to work the following day. No one has been able to get in contact or to locate Jacobson since then. A statewide alert has been put out by the Wisconsin Department of Justice. Officials from Barron County said the Wisconsin DNR flew around looking for Ben's truck, but it wasn't found. If you have any information, you're asked to call the County Sheriff's Department.
We're getting a better idea of how Wisconsin's wolf hunt will look. The Wisconsin DNR board voted unanimously today to start the hunt next week. Hunters can harvest up to 200 wolves of the around 1,000 living in the state. The vote came even as the DNR was asking an appeals court to stop the hunt. Up to 4,000 permits will be sold starting tomorrow. The wolf season will run from Monday, February 22nd through Sunday, February 28th.
A big education position is up for a statewide vote in Wisconsin tomorrow. The primary for the state superintendent race is on the ballot. In Superior, residents can vote in person from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. You can also drop off your absentee ballot until 8 at the city clerk's office or in front of the government center. Early voting has already ended, so has the chance to request an absentee ballot. We have information on each of the candidates on our website, CBS3Duluth.com. The general election will be held in April. A moment of silence will be held tomorrow, 1 week after a man opened fire on a Minnesota health clinic, killing one and injuring 4 others. Gregory Ulrich is charged with murder and other counts after the attack at the Alina Health Clinic in Buffalo. The moment of silence is set for 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Communities across Minnesota are asked to participate.
After a week of tragedy and grief, a Buffalo teen decided to help piece her community back together and prove they are Buffalo strong. Marielle Mose has more.
It was really shocking and heartbreaking when we first heard the news.
Madeline Anderson took her grief and put it into action.
Amazing. Thank you.
Collecting gift cards, cash, and mental health resources for the healthcare workers at Alina Clinic in Buffalo following Tuesday's shooting.
It's $150 cash. I just wrote on there for meals for the employees.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
This high school junior cannot believe how many people turned out in record cold temperatures to give.
I'm just amazed at the compassion and the kindness in our community. I know COVID has really hit people hard, but a lot of these gift cards are through small businesses in Buffalo, and so I think that's really amazing too, that it's going to benefit so many people just all over the community and the clinic.
And just a few blocks down the road here at Buffalo Lake, an annual event now has a whole new meaning.
It's just very, very important to that everybody talk out their feelings right now.
Ole Olson and his wife are so thankful the annual Kites on Ice event this weekend gave them a place to be with their community. The event went on as usual, but it was hard to miss the purple ribbons on everyone's winter layers. And the Chamber of Commerce was selling signs to raise money for Buffalo healthcare workers.
One's for our yard. I'm actually the minister of one of the churches here in town. The other one's going in the window at the church.
Leah Anderson is an Alina nurse at the clinic in Coon Rapids. She said this tragedy touched everyone in their health system.
We knew all of the ladies and just taken too soon, and she woke up to go to work one day and she didn't get to go back home to her family, so hug your family tight, and that's also why I think that we should be gathering here today too.
Minnesotans can show their support by wearing purple, which is the color of the Buffalo community, or by displaying purple lights.
Minneapolis will spend $6.5 million to hire dozens of police officers. The city council voted unanimously Friday to approve the additional funding, which was requested by police. The department says it only has 638 officers available to work. That's roughly 200 fewer than usual. An unprecedented number of officers quit or took extended medical leave after George Floyd's death and the unrest that followed. The city hopes to have 674 officers by the end of the year.
Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, this year's Birkebeiner is right around the corner, but with COVID, some are racing differently this year. We'll show you how next.
There's the almanac for Duluth International Airport. 30 below is the record from 1936. This morning we woke up to 24 below, which was child's play compared to Floodwood, which hit 40 below. And it's going to be pretty chilly again tomorrow morning, but hopefully the last morning that far below zero. Then the warm-up begins. Where will we top out? I'll tell you, coming up after the break.
Live, local, CBS3 News at 6 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, Kelly Hinson, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live, local, CBS3.
Local news and local weather here on CBS 3.
Strong, enduring, and timeless. Stickley, America's premium solid wood furniture, handcrafted by experienced artisans since 1900. Right now, save 35% on all Stickley during the Stickley President's Day sale at Home Furniture.
Their price, $30,000. Your price, $20. Can you tell the difference? Even expert jewelers have a difficult time distinguishing the diamond Z4 CZ from mined diamonds because of their similarity. This exquisite ring features a flawless simulated diamond center stone of 2 3/4 carats, surrounded by over 1 1/4 carats of round and tapered flawless baguettes. One jewelry industry professional marveled at their beauty and brilliance.
It's exceedingly rare to see such flawless stones.
He's right. Comparable solitaires made of diamonds can cost up to $30,000. Your price through this special invitation will be only $20. And for a limited time, you can also receive this beautiful band with 1.92 carats of diamond Z4s. Get both CZ rings totaling over an astounding 6 carats for $20. So call or click now.
Call 1-800-577-5801 to get your Diamond Z4. Call now or go to diamondz4.com. So call 1-800-577-5801. Call now.
Have you been thinking about selling your home? If you've been putting off some of those interior projects, now is the perfect time to start setting goals for yourself before the busy spring selling season. Visit yournorthlandhome.com for a list of ideas on what to organize, clean, or upgrade in order to get the biggest bang for your buck. Ready to sell now? Don't wait till spring. Inventory is still low and homes are selling fast. Call to schedule a private consultation with the JS Realty team.
This school year and the last have been unreal. So thanks, moms and dads, for sharing your precious bandwidth with our class. We will get through this. But in the meantime, our educators are grateful for everything you do.
This school year and the last have been unreal. So thanks, students, for introducing us to your study buddies. We'll get through this. But in the meantime, our educators are grateful for your perseverance.
From the forests of northern Minnesota to your living room, bedroom, and dining room, Homes Lodge Furniture. Each piece handcrafted featuring white cedar, reclaimed oak, and bark on hickory. Now for a limited time, get an extra 10% off Fireside Lodge Furniture, plus free shipping, only at Home Furniture.
You gotta take it day by day.
No one's gonna tell me what I can and cannot do.
Once I start running, I'm not stopping.
Keep moving forward no matter what they say.
I've never taken a week off.
My motivation is my son.
Everything that I have, I've worked so hard for.
Is everybody ready to get to work?
A new Tough as Nails. Watch Wednesday or stream anytime on CBS.
Join us weeknights for Live at 5 as we go around the Northland city by city.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, the ears of us Ely guys perked up on Saturday when reports started coming in of 50 below in the Ely area. Then it was clarified a little more, 25 miles east of Ely. Well, that could be Isabella, that could be Moose Lake. Yeah, there's a Moose Lake up there as well. Investigating, my old high school coach, Ken Hoopla, said it was Snowbank Lake. Yeah, that's a pretty cold place. I remember ice fishing there once in the 70s with my dad. It was about 30 below then. 50 below, that's even colder, of course. So a fresh record for that neck of the woods. And it was cold every place else, too, over the weekend. But luckily, this week we do have a warming trend coming our way, which we'll talk about after we take a look at other towns' cold temps from this morning. It was chilly everywhere. Like we mentioned a few minutes ago, John Dahlman and Floodwood said they hit 40 below, and Hibbing was right next to them at 39 below. So was International Falls, and even Hayward, Wisconsin got to 38 below. And even in the Upper Peninsula, Watersmeet cracked 32 degrees below zero. And do look for similar temperatures again tomorrow morning before finally we dare to venture to positive territory tomorrow afternoon. I'm thinking 8 above for a lot of us. Right now at the airport in Duluth, it's down to 1 below again. West-northwest winds going 5 miles per hour. Has a range towards 15 as the night goes on. So our entire area for one more night is covered with a wind chill advisory. So standard rules of thumb there. Bundle up if you have to go out and about. Doppler map right now for our region. Because of the Arctic nature of the high pressure, yeah, it's clear and it's cold. A few clouds closer to the lake, and some of these clouds we're seeing popping up here are actually induced by that big snowstorm that's down towards the Ohio Valley. Its northern fringes blowing off into our area. But we probably won't get any precip from it because we have one more day with the Arctic high keeping the low and the snow at bay. So we start at 15 to 30 below again tomorrow morning, but then we start to warm up, like I mentioned, Tuesday afternoon to 8 above. And then on Wednesday, low pressure system from the west gets close enough to bring us a very vague 20% chance for some flurries. But the way we've been so cold and so high and dry, a 20% flurry shot's about the biggest action we've had since we got that dusting last week. And another dusting could come with us for the weekend. I'll show which day that is with our 7-day forecast, beginning with tonight's in Minnesota, with the actual air temps running 15 to 30 below and the feels like temperatures going 30 to 40 below yet again. Wisconsin, Michigan low temps 20 to 25 below, but followed tomorrow afternoon by high temperatures in the double digits above zero, 10 to 13 with sunshine. And Minnesota numbers 6 to 11 with sunshine. And with the extended forecast, Wednesday gets that 20% chance of flurries and 12. Then Thursday and Friday it's 15. Oh boy, we can go bigger than that on Saturday, 20 and sunshine. Then Sunday, there's a 40% chance for light snow and 25. And by next Monday, we're warmer than normal at 30 above.
Whew, out of the single digits. In single digits above zero instead of below zero. That'll be quite the change.
So, yeah, like I was talking with Kristen earlier tonight, here, pick your poison. Did we want it 30 below, or do we want the foot of snow Chicago could get from that big snowstorm?
Can we get a happy medium?
Yeah, wouldn't that
maybe 10, 15, and 6 inches of snow? I would, yeah, I'd take that. Thanks, Dave.
Somewhere you have to put in your bid, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Thanks, Dave. Well, we are just about a week out from the first day of the American Birkebeiner in Cable, Wisconsin. You'll remember the Nordic ski race is spread out over several days this year, and there won't be any spectators.
And those are just some of the many changes made because of the pandemic. And as CBS3's Peter Kavakowskis reports, this year you can also race safely in your own neighborhood.
Here in Cable is where the American Birkebeiner starts every year, but as a result of the pandemic, they've had to make some major changes. This year, not only will racers be able to participate in the event in person, but virtual as well. Race officials estimate about a third of the 8,300 racers are competing virtually. Locally, Spirit Mountain and Mount Oswego are participating, but you can also participate in your own neighborhood. Race officials say they have people participating in New Mexico and even California. The Berkey director, Ben Popp, says this is a way for everyone to feel like they are part of the Berkey family, even at a distance.
Of course, it's not the same as being up in northern Wisconsin, but really more than anything, it just creates a sense of community. Everybody coming together to accomplish this athletic feat, if you will, of some kind, and that just brings us all together.
Anyone participating virtually has until Sunday, February 28th to submit their results online.
Coming up tonight at 10, we'll hear from Spirit Mountain about how they're helping skiers through the virtual race option. By the way, in-person waves begin a week from Wednesday and run through Sunday. Racers will ski a loop starting and ending in Cable, Wisconsin. We'll bring you full coverage next week.
And while there will be no fans at this year's in-person Berkey races, you can still be there to cheer on your loved ones in spirit. Cardboard cutouts will be lining the stretch towards the finish line. You can order yours on the Berkey website until midnight tonight. They do cost $55, but money raised will go back to the Berkey Foundation.
Coming up in sports, the Superior boys hockey team is on its way to state. Kelly has more next.
RJ Sport, first annual in-house boat show, February 15th through the 20th.
CBS3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
The President's Sale at Slumberland. Come on. Slumberland Furniture has the best prices around, and right now everything is an additional 25% off.
Well, hello, Slumberland.
Get your look for less at the huge President's Sale at Slumberland.
At Lift Pro International, we have custom designed and fabricated lifting, weighing, and rigging solutions for more than 40 years. With a worldwide presence and reputation, we need world-class insurance to match. This is why we trust Cindy of Vernon Insurance to make sure we're fully covered no matter where in the world we're doing business.
Protect your home, vehicle, or business, and your peace of mind. Call Cindy at Vernon Insurance today.
Hi, folks. Joe Namath here, and if you're on Medicare, this is important. You're now entitled to eliminate copays and get dental care, dentures, eyeglasses, prescription coverage, in-home aids, unlimited transportation, and home-delivered meals, all at no additional cost. Plus, your zip code may have coverage with the Give Back benefit that adds money back to your Social Security check every month. Look, with the uncertainty of the virus and vaccines, you need to get everything you're entitled to. Here's the bottom line. Call to get significant benefits at no additional cost and see if your zip code has coverage with the Give Back benefit. Millions of people have trusted the Medicare Coverage Helpline. You can too. Call now. It's free.
Call 1-800-916-5591. That's 1-800-916-5591 now.
Be smart. Be active. Be confident. Vision Pro Optical is here for you, specializing in eye exams, glasses, contacts, and billing your insurance. Serving the Northland for more than 30 years with you as our focus. Visit VisionProOptical.com for hours and location details. Vision Pro Optical. Be and be seen.
Last year, when people were going hungry, Subaru and our retailers donated 50 million meals to Feeding America. And yet, 1 in 4 children may still face hunger. So as part of our love promise, Subaru and our retailers are doing it again, donating an additional 100 million meals to help those in need. Love, it's never been needed more than right now. Subaru, more than a car company.
He's thinking new mattress? She's thinking, well, a lot of things. It's okay. Get an extra 25% off our already low Slumberland price. The Sealy Posturepedic mattress on closeout for only $529. Our biggest sale of the year at Slumberland Furniture.
Join us weeknights. We're live at 5 as we go around the Northland, city by city.
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
The most decorated boys hockey program in the state of Wisconsin will once again represent at the state tournament this season. Superior will make their 38th trip to state as a program, but for the first time in Division II. It was after a dramatic overtime win over Rice Lake in the sectional finals. The Spartans making their first state title or appearance at state since winning it all in 2015, the longest state tournament drought they've ever had. It was a stretch of almost for 5 seasons, coming up 1 goal short to Hudson in 2019 and being eliminated in the semifinals by Hayward last season. Head coach Jason Kalin has seen this group grow since they were playing mites and says they are ready for their big moment.
They haven't won many. You know, not a lot of tournament victories. They won plenty of games. They just didn't win, big stuff. And I think for them to kind of get over the hump, this was a huge game for us, a huge moment. Like you said, in their mindsets, that I think this is going to pay dividends moving forward this year and then also into next year. We feel blessed that we're going back, and these kids deserve it.
State will not be played in Madison, Wisconsin this year. Instead, the semifinals will be played at various arenas around the state, and the finals will come together this weekend in Wisconsin Rapids. Superior is the 2 seed and will act as the home team on Thursday against Lakeland. Then the game will be played in Spooner. Well, switching gears to college hockey, the road doesn't get much easier heading into UMD's next task. This past weekend, the team gave up 8 goals and were pretty much silenced on offense. UMD managed to put one puck in the back of the net this weekend against Western Michigan on Saturday. The Broncos completely shut the Dogs down offensively, who were 0-6 on the power play through 2 games.
Time to play big boy hockey. It's that time of the year, right? Played a team that I thought, like I said, played a great weekend of hockey. Their goalie was sharp. I thought they played well as a team. I think every guy, they did a lot of things really well that made it difficult. That's the message. We got to be committed, and we have a good team too, but we've got to all be committed to doing certain things and being a hard team to play against.
That's Zoom interviews for you. Quick turnaround for the men's hockey team this Thursday. They'll get the rematch of a game that was postponed from the Pod in Colorado College. That game is on My 9 Sports at 6 p.m. The UMD women are also back in action this weekend after having its series halted ddue to COVID issues within the Mankato hockey program. Both Fridays and Saturday's game against the Mavericks will be on the My 9 Sports Network as well. We also have high school hockey on tap for tomorrow night on My 9 Sports. Hermantown will host Duluth Denfeld for the first time this season. Puck drop is at 7 o'clock p.m. And for a full list of games, you can head to our website, CBS3Duluth.com, if you can't keep track of the My 9 schedule. That's going to do it for sports for now. Kristen and Tony, I'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks, Kelly. Last week, we introduced you to a vulnerable Cloquet local who has been struggling to get a COVID-19 vaccine appointment. Tonight on the CBS3 News at 10, we'll continue following his vaccine journey to find out why today was so important.
Well, before we go, Thomas the Tank Engine will be chugging its way back into Duluth this summer.
The North Shore Scenic Railroad will be hosting Day Out with Thomas in August. Families will have the opportunity to ride with Thomas and Percy the Tank Engines. Photo opportunities with the characters, live music, and many other activities to do at the Railroad Museum. Tickets are on sale online and by phone. We have more information on our website.
That's always such a big crowd pleaser up
Yes.
here. I feel like tons of people like to bring their kids out to that. So
I'm glad it's coming
like a good
back.
time. Yeah. Dave, the cold weather coming back?
Yeah, it's coming back one more night, and tomorrow morning will be just as cold as many of the other ones have been, with actual air temps 15 below by the lake to 30, 35 degrees below zero inland. And, of course, on top, for a little bit of frosting, we have a wind chill advisory. But then we start to warm up as the week progresses, and we could hit 30 above by next Monday. In between, a slight chance for flurries on Wednesday and a better chance for light snow come Sunday.
Oh. I gotta tell you, so I'm ready for the warm temperature.
Me too.
My car didn't start today. And then it was a domino effect of things going wrong.
I just can't. I mean, I can't. How many days can we be below zero? I think I saw at some point last week, over a 9 or 10 day stretch, 4 hours we had been above 0 degrees. That's just way too long to be above zero. And not significantly above zero, like 1 or 2 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
It's
ready
too
for
much.
summer
Me
all
too.
the time, though. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you again at 10.